Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. Now, before I get into it, hey, Steve D's, if you smell what we cooking. Now, Michigan just, as you can see, Michigan just won 21 to what? 17 against Penn State. Now, the basis of this game was really the opposite of what we've been saying. Get touchdowns, it makes a difference. Penn State got one touchdown and kicked field goals, ball game. So it was the flip of what we've been experiencing. I mean, we still been winning besides the Michigan State game, but getting touchdowns instead of field goals makes a big difference, and it paid off in this game. So what you saw basically was Michigan dominated this game for the most part on defense, making plays, bending but not breaking, and making them try to kick field goals. They kicked two, missed another one, and then Michigan got a touchdown. That's why you go into halftime. What was it? 7-6 at halftime. Michigan gets a touchdown. Penn State gets a touchdown in the 2-point conversion, and then Michigan gets strip sacked by Penn State. They get the ball, kick a field goal, and then Michigan gets that long touchdown run by Eric All, ball game. So the big thing on this game was just like Michigan only had three good drives, you would say, plus the last one to kill the clock. But it was just making the most out of those drives, getting touchdowns, and knowing that Penn State isn't moving the ball that well, because I think we had like six sacks in this game, 6 maybe 7 sacks in this game, and Clifford, he's gonna be on ice after this game because he got hit from the moment the game started to the moment it ended. He was getting hit. So this was just a good win, but you saw some things that make you troubling. Now, Haskins was able to get 150-some yards on like 31 carries. Good game by him. I didn't think we'd be able to run as good as we did with them. That's when I like being wrong. I like, if it's positive, I like being wrong. I love that. So with that being said, I was saying Cade would probably need 250 to win this if the run game isn't going. He had like 217 or something like that. Cade had 217 and 3 TDs. And so with Haskins helping in the running, getting yards in the running game, going for 156, 5 yards a carry, that took a lot of some of that pressure off of Cade, because Haskins just runs hard, picks up good yardage, and does his thing. Now, on Penn State's side, Penn State stayed in the game. Their defense, they got a good defense, and when we get a lead, we know Harbaugh gets conservative. Like, there's certain times he just gets so conservative, and the play calling is questionable. Like a 4th and 2, we weren't running well at that time, but you decide to run. You get in a power I formation, and they know you're going to run the ball, bro. So they're going to stack the line. We haven't been running well to that point, and you proceed to run it up the middle, run a dive. Haskins gets nothing. Like, it's just like, bro, what are you thinking? That's the time to run a play action. Do something different. They know what you're going to try to do. It's obvious. Now, also, with that being said, on defense, you got to learn Dotson is their go-to guy. They trust him. They're going to go to him. Multiple 4th downs on that drive where Penn State actually scored a touchdown. They going to Dotson, and you got Gray on him. Gray shouldn't be the number one receiver. It should be DJ Turner or Dax. period. He worked Dax, so I would say DJ Turner at that point. But it just didn't happen until after that drive. And they just went to Dotson and just picked up crucial fourth downs and kept the chains moving to tie the game up. And they got the 2-point conversion to Dotson. So it's just plays like that. You can't let, when you know they're going to go to their star, you can't let the star beat you. And he almost did. Dotson almost beat us. Now, stars, Aiden, Ojabo doing their thing. The D-line just in general getting sacks, getting strip sacks. One thing about the strip sacks, we have to figure out how to get these strip sacks. It's crucial that when you get, just like Penn State got the strip sack and then they went up 3. They got dudes flying to the ball to get it. It's crucial to get those fumbles. And since Michigan State game, when Aiden recovered that so-called non-fumble, we haven't been able to get a fumble. So we have to get those strip sack fumbles. It is so crucial to get those because it changes the momentum and possession in that game, in any game. So you have to get those. You don't get them, you giving them second chances. So the second half, we really just had bad field position all second half. Like all second half, we had bad field position, and they kind of took advantage of it slowly. But I got to give defense credit for the most part because they made it hell for Clifford for the most part, and they bent, but they didn't break. It's okay to let them get down there. It's okay. I mean, it drives some fans and some of us crazy, like, okay, come on. But they can get down there as long as they not getting 7. As long as they not getting 7, it's fine. And this game, this was a good game. Get the monkey off your back, get a road win, and our hopes, our dreams, they're still there for us. So everybody, we can't beat Penn State. We can't beat Penn State. I know what you're going to do. Now we beat Penn State. Now it's going to turn into Ohio State. You just waiting for the next game that you think we're going to lose. And we might lose that game. We might not. I mean, OSU was the real test. Now, with what I'm seeing, and it's getting close to the game, so I just want to throw this in there real quick. McDonald going to have to start running zone all the time. I don't like these. I see him run man too much. And you can get away with it on certain teams, but you're not going to be able to get away with it against Ohio State. So your best bet would be getting these dudes as comfortable as possible in zone, because you're not going to be able to get away with man hardly ever against them. You're just not going to be able to do it. I'm just being real, because they have the receivers to beat you quickly. Like, their fourth receiver is good. Like, so it's just crucial that you should be running. Just like on we had a 3rd and long. Penn State, what do? They don't try to blitz or nothing. They rush 3, drop 8. I'm dropping dudes into coverage. I'm not trying to. If I know I got 2 beasts, at least like we do, and they got 2 beasts on the D-line too, why am I trying to blitz on 3rd and long and things like this when I got 2 dudes that's going to get pressure almost every time? Put that extra man in the coverage, zone it up, and make him show you he's an NFL quarterback. Make him show you he's patient enough to not throw into these zones. So that's my rant. I'm gonna be throwing bits and pieces about this Ohio State game until it's time to make the video. But this was just a good win. I'm happy to see us get this win, and I'm happy for the fans and people that just wanted. We gonna lose already. You eat that. You eat that. You eat that up. So That's really all I got for this one, y'all. This was a good win. Defense played good for the most part. Besides that one drive where they scored the touchdown, and they couldn't get off the field. They ran 3 4th downs and couldn't get a stop. Like they ran that, and on fourth and goal, I knew the play action was coming. It was 4th and goal at the 2. I knew play action pass was coming because that's smart football. Penn State didn't run well today, so why would they run a running play on 4th down? No, I'm going to make you think we're going to run it just because it's 4th and 2, and I'm going to run a play action. That's just smart. But we still let them score and get the 2-point conversion. Offensively, Cade did enough to win. We got the long play to Eric All, and me and my boys in the group chat, we were getting ready to almost say we about to lose because Harbaugh was running it. He's running it, and we were getting good yardage, but then it becomes predictable, and it was 1st and 10. We ran it. I think he lost a yard. Then the 2nd down, we ran the crossing routes, and surprise, it worked. They ran into each other. The Penn State defenders ran into each other, and Eric All has 40 yards to just run on his own, and he luckily he made it. He made it, so we didn't have to try to run any more plays because you never know what's going to happen. You want to get in the end zone. But yeah, Harbaugh in this, he gets conservative. He just does conservative things that don't really work in college. Like, he got out of here, but some of the stuff he did in that conservative stuff, it can get you beat. I'm gonna keep it real. So him, just like we had a play, we're up 14-6 at this point. Penn State downs it at the 1. 1st down, we get like 2 yards, so we're on our own 3. 2nd down, he just calls a QB sneak. 2nd down, so he just wastes a play on 2nd down to QB sneak it. Now you might say, well, he's trying to get more room. That was you just wasted a play. You just wasted a play. So 3rd down, you don't execute. The dude's open, but Cade throws it low, and Haskins' knee is on the ground when he catches it. So you're punting again, and they get great field position. I believe that's the next drive. That's the drive when they scored the touchdown. So it's just like being conservative like that. That things like that can get you beat because you're so conservative and wanting to punt. Now we got out of here with it, but I'm still gonna talk about it, whether it was we win, lose, or whatever. I'm still gonna talk about it as long as I can remember what happened. I'm gonna talk about this coaching mistakes or whatever. But this was a good win, definitely. I don't care if we win by 1. Playing on the road against Penn State with that talented defense, winning on the road, I'll take 1. I'll take 1 all day. So, or whatever. So us winning by 4, I'll take it because it's all about winning and advancing and getting to the last game of the season, Ohio State, with 1 loss, and then trying to win the Big Ten in that game. So that's all I got for this one, really. We didn't see JJ. We saw Donovan Edwards for like 2 plays. I told y'all we weren't going to see that much of him, even if he is healthy. They're going to go with the guy that they trust. We didn't even see JJ in this game because Penn State's defense is nasty. I wouldn't have ran any plays for him either unless it was just drastic that we didn't have the running game going at all or something. But Haskins did his thing. Thank you. Glad. Offensive line and some of the play calls to the outside. Nice to see. Continue to run those plays, those outside zone plays. They work. You don't just have to run up the middle all game. Yeah, but that's pretty much it, y'all. We had three good drives, maybe 4 for the one to kill the clock, and we win. Why? Because instead of field goals, we got touchdowns. We get 1 field goal on any of those drives, that game could have been totally different. But the fact that we got touchdowns, it put more pressure on them to have to execute and get in the end zone. So it was good to see that happening and getting in the end zone, getting 7, not 3, getting 7. Ball game. So that's all I got for this one, y'all. I appreciate everybody liking, sharing, subscribing, and what is it, 9-1 now? Let's keep it going. We got Maryland next week. It ain't. We can't take no look. It just can't be a look ahead. So I'm gonna probably make the video for that and chop it up about that, because we can't look ahead to Ohio State. This is another trap game, honestly, with Ohio State 2 weeks away. This game in between with Maryland, it's a trap game, because we don't want dudes feeling themselves after this game and also looking ahead to Ohio State. So I'm glad we got it done. Harbaugh and the staff had me nervous. I ain't gonna front. I was scared. I was getting to the, oh, here we go again. But you never know. That's why they play the game. That's why they play the game. That's why they play the game, y'all. So it was big to see, get that dub and just continue to have a good season and continue to have a good season, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.